Hey guys, and welcome to Game Time. My name is JJ, and it's Game Time, and we are here playing Brainlord. It is our fifth part, and this is the part where we're gonna go through the boss of the floor. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna hit the right. If you go to the left, you're gonna go there for nothing right now, but we're gonna go get the key to the boss room first. So if you talk to Keisha there, little green chickie, she'll tell you there's something funky with the wall. You'll figure that out later. And don't be like me and go to the top there where you can't go anywhere. Wah. Anyways, as you noticed, we're still rocking some pretty basic abilities here. Jump across here, we'll get ourselves some money, kill some stuff. But I always like Brainlord. It's not quite as good as Zelda, you know what I mean? But Enix did do a good job on a good puzzler action RPG. I love the puzzles, you know what I mean? It's what makes me play Lufia over and over and over again. I love the puzzles, and I also like the 100th floor dungeon in Lufia 2 as well, or Estopolis if you are Japanese. But now that we have our skyroom key, we're gonna go and grab the rest of the treasures and whatnot that are on this floor. It's a pretty big floor, like a lot of jumping and dodging and stuff, so it's not too bad. But we're actually gonna fight the boss this time, so stay tuned. Or skip over to the boss if you just don't know how to beat him. He's pretty simple, but it's all in the fun of the gaming. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything. That way, I haven't played this in a while, but it is a great game. But yeah, if you talk to her, she'll tell you there's something weird going on with the wall. That'll get to that later. There's nothing fantastic though. Even after the boss, that's when you find that out. So, he who finds the detour will find riches. And this just leads us back to where we started. And we'll hit the left this time around. We'll go down. Oh, grab me. Come here, Skelly. Wow. My little familiar dude's starting to get a little bit stronger. His fireball is going to split into two. It changes color later too. I think it turns blue, if I remember correctly. He gets strong. Like, I hoard all his friggin' energy things, man. The only other one that really helps me is the one that gives me life, or the one that gives you light. So between all of them, over the course of the game, all three of them get pretty much everything. You know, and there's like dozens of them. Once you get to Toronto, the town, not after this level, but the third level, Ice Palace Dungeon level, there's actually a vendor where you can actually buy and sell your jades and stuff, so it's really handy to have. Nothing over here, but it's always good to get our treasures ahead of time, that way I don't have to come back all the way to here later in the game. Yay, go Cecil! It's funny. I always name my familiars and stuff like that after my cat. Journey. Especially if you ever played Secret of Evermore for Super Nintendo, my dog's always called Cecil as well. Or if you're playing Lufia, like for me, if I'm playing Lufia 2 and you got your capsule monsters, one of them's always called Cecil. It's pretty cool. It's fun. Alright, so we'll make our way back up. We got ourselves some treasure. We got ourselves the Skyroom key, which will give us access to the boss. So let's go kick some ass. It's gonna be sweet. I look forward, like after I fight this boss, we're gonna go get ready and stuff to go hit the next dungeon and whatnot, and that'll be in the next part. But the next dungeon's one of my favorite dungeons. It's all mechanized, and it's like a futuristic, dungeon. So with conveyors and stuff like that, cool platforms to ride on and stuff. So it's really fun. So it's probably my favorite level. You know what I mean? My least favorite level is probably the volcano. The volcano is tough. Just down I go. Alright, well, let's go make our way back. That's the one thing about this game. If you fall down a hall, you're starting your floor over. So, no point getting upset. It is called Brainlord for a reason. Mwahaha. But anyways, yeah, the volcano is probably my least favorite dungeon in this game. You know, I even like the Platinum Dungeon. It's just cool looking and stuff. But Ice Dungeon's fun too. Everything is good once you have your boomerang, man. I'm gonna get that in just a little bit later. Go, go! Oh. Huh. Wow. But yeah, and then we get to actually get to the weapon shop after this too. The weapon shop's going to be open now that the blacksmith is up and running and has gotten his dragon scales and whatnot. So that's what we're going to do after this. So we're just making our way to the boss. It's quite a little journey here. But, oh, aha, my shield comes in handy. Wasu. Alright, so before we go up to where the boss is, we're just going to hit this little door here. It's got a little fountain in it. I'm going to go heal up. Sweetness indeed. Don't have a whole lot of hit points yet because I haven't really used a whole lot of my heart container pieces that I have. So I use them kind of like an elixir, you know what I mean? A little bonus. So we're gonna equip ourselves a mirror because I don't feel like starting dying just in case, you know what I mean? And we're gonna use the skyroom key and get into this boss. Sweet. And as we enter this fantastic boss room, we find out that there is no dragon. There is this big giant ass cockroach posing as the dragon of the Tower of Light. So depending on which angle and which direction you're coming to him from will change which direction he moves up and down or around the room. So you can get a good little pattern going. Sometimes you'll reverse his direction or whatnot, but he does take a lot of hits even with your other weapons. I find that it's easier to fight him just with your sword because it's got a wide range, you know what I mean? Like trying to shoot him with your bow right now, even though it's stronger, would kind of be, you'd be here for half an hour trying to aim and shoot at him. So this is what I do. Try to heal up if you run low. That's why I bought a lot of cheese earlier, so that way I can just keep healing if I get hit. Those little friggin' bastards are running around all over the place. But anyways, once you hit him so many times, he'll change color. But holy, those little cockroach and little bastards. Let's go. Let's use a heart. Why not? You know what I mean? So as you notice, my max hit points increase by 1 and I get full power. So that's what the hearts are for. If you don't know that. Come on. Come on. But do you see what I mean? Like, he'll just keep going around the room. He changed color now, so I'm working my way down to killing him. He's gonna turn red in a little bit there and then explode in a blaze of glory. And I'm gonna take him out. Come here. Urgh. So I won't say the bosses are really hard in this game. They're just annoying. You know what I mean? Some stuff takes you take a lot of damage sometimes, man. Depends what you're wearing. But I suggest getting all the best equipment, you know what I mean, when it comes to armor and stuff like that, anytime you can, you know what I mean? That's why it's good to explore everything in this game, because you find lots of good stuff, you know what I mean? And if you don't, you're just at a disadvantage. So, good thing I bought a lot of cheese, man. The cheese is... Oh, there we go, and the giant cockroach explodes. Too bad because I was expecting a dragon, eh? You know, that's what you're doing the first time you're playing this. You're like, whoa, that's not my dragon. Alright. Do a little Zelda-like victory pose. It's like I'm waiting for a pendant to fall. You know what I mean? So we get into the next room and they tell you that, you know, all the other guys came through that passageway I was talking about, that they found that there was a crack in the wall and took all the dragon scales. So you get 1 dragon scale. So that's kind of bumming, you know what I mean? So he's telling us that, you know, he's wondering if the dragon is still around or not, you know what I mean? So we'll go find out, man. First things first, we gotta go back to town. We've gotten pretty much everything. If you missed any treasure chests or anything like that, you can backtrack with your, you know, gates to whatever level you friggin' want to explore and whatnot. So, you know, especially some of the secrets. But you can go back and explore anytime you want. So we're back in Arcs. And now that we have our dragon scale, we can go see the blacksmith. Then he will, you know, start us off on our next mission. And we can sell the dragon scale for a measly 2 grand. Which is going to be, you know, kind of bumming. But whatever, you know what I mean? It's the storyline that matters at this point. So here, take it. There's no other reason to keep the dragon scale. You know what I mean? So you might as well give it to him for the 2 measly grand. You know what I mean? So he tells you about the ancient ruins that are, you know, behind his house, but you need an axe or something to break up all the rocks on the way. So, you know, now that the weapon shop is open, it's pretty sweet. We're gonna be able to go there and grab ourselves some new weapons. I finally get my boomerang. You know, that's my weapon of choice in this game. Like I said, it's not the strongest weapon in the game, but it has the best range for me, weapon-wise. You know what I mean? And that's my weapon, man. The only upgrade you get is in the next town, so I use it a lot. Even though you get a morning star in this next floor, you know what I mean? So we're gonna buy the battle axe for 3 grand. It always blowed my mind how cheap stuff is in this game when you go to buy stuff, you know what I mean? Because you get money really quick in this game. So boom, we've got my boomerang. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, a little bit more range, a little bit stronger than my sword, and to me it's the best weapon in the game. You know what I mean? The morning stars are stronger and stuff. You know, there are stuff that are stronger than this weapon just for mobility and stuff. I can't stress enough that it is an awesome weapon. So we're going to buy ourselves some cheese, get our preparations done for our next part of Brainlord, which will be part 6 on our, we make our way to the mechanized level. It's going to be pretty sweet. I forget what it's called, so we'll find out once we get to the first save point. Finish the first part. Wow. So, wow. It's pretty sweet. So yeah. Go save our game. I hope you enjoyed this part of Brainlord for the Super Nintendo, and I'll see you on part 6. Peace out. Happy gaming, everybody. Watcha!